All right, welcome back to the pod. Episode 6, Backyard Brawl. Eagles with a big win yesterday. Surprising win because if you go back a couple episodes, I was on here saying there's zero chance that they would win this game in Buffalo. But they do what the Eagles tend to do. They look good in the first half and found a way to win in the second half and get the job done. Interested to hear your thoughts on this. Obviously, the NFC playoff picture really hasn't taken shape yet. We know the Packers are going to be the 7 seed. Um, I wouldn't put it past the Lions, the Lions Bears rivalry, Ben Johnson, Dan Campbell. I wouldn't put it past the Lions to come out and play hard in week 18. So the Eagles could get up to the 2 seed still. I don't think the Eagles play their starters next week. I think it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Maybe they play for like a quarter. But
Yeah.
again, I don't know what good that does for the Eagles. Um, but yeah, yesterday, interested to hear your thoughts on, how you thought the game went,
I thought it was one of the more entertaining games of the season,
for
at
sure.
least as far as the last like five or 6 weeks that we've been watching this team play. But uh, aside from what the score was and aside from the second half, and I'll get to that in a second, I think it was a much needed win.
Yeah,
Like morale wise, seeding wise, if you even think we can get the 2 seed, I don't think that's going to happen.
you
Um,
stayed alive though.
you stay alive. You stay alive. But at the end of the day, I think they only won because of a boneheaded decision from Sean McDermott.
I
I think
don't
if you,
think
I
I
think if you,
disagree. I
I don't,
completely disagree.
I don't know. I
I
think you go to overtime that game, you lose. The
I
offense
can
was playing horrific,
Yeah, but
horrific.
but but let me tell you, I completely disagree. I think they won the game because one quarterback, let alone was 0 for 7 in the second half, but one quarterback didn't have a fumble, didn't take a sack for 25 yards that took his team out of field goal range, and one quarterback, well, I think it's just those two specifically, but Jalen Hurts was surgical, played one of his best halves in the first half. He made multiple tight window throws. He was getting out of the pocket, making plays on the run. He was great. In the second half, um, I'm willing to give the passing game a slight pass because it started to downpour again. And the offensive line was bad in the run game. They couldn't run the ball in the second half. And when I think of, second half plays, like Jalen Hurts threw a phenomenal ball to Devontae Smith down the sideline. Phenomenal ball. And that's a play that Smitty has to make. And I said this to my dad, a theme that has come up over the past couple of weeks is that our two number one receivers are getting some one-on-one opportunities and Jalen's putting the ball on the money and our guys are just not coming down with those plays. And that could be the difference in the playoffs.
I don't think the rain is an excuse though, because Josh Allen and the Bills were throwing the ball fine in the second
Were
half.
they throwing the ball fine? I mean, like I can remember the one play to Brandon Cook. Like
Like, but
basically they
also
were
going 0 for 7 in pass attempts. That's not just a play calling. That's not just the receivers. That there were a few balls where Hurts overthrew or underthrew, like
name
you
them
know
though.
the Devontae Smith pass on the side. I don't think that was the best pass.
It was right through his hands.
I,
It
I'm
went
just saying
right
it
through
ain't.
his hands.
I don't know. I just think regardless, you go to overtime, you're not winning that game.
Maybe you don't, but what I'm saying is, for the Eagles' defense played lights out. Having Jalen Carter back, a healthy Jalen Carter, makes a world of difference. It's super important, and it will be in the playoffs. They have a ton of bodies that they can rotate on the inside. Mora Ojomo had a sack. Jalix Hunt had 2 sacks. Jalen Carter had a sack. Jalen Phillips was getting pressures all game. Nolan Smith was making plays in the run game like he usually does. Um, Zach Bond, I thought, played really well. Cooper DeJean had a great game. Khalil Shakir was basically a non-factor. But like when I view the Bills passing game yesterday, they had the deep shot to Brandon Cooks that Marcus Epps has to make that play. I thought Marcus Epps played. He struggled in the pass game, but coming downhill as a run defender, he was good. Reed Blankenship coming downhill as a run defender was also good. He got beat on one on one that he was in pass coverage. But like I look at the Bills' passing offense, they had a chunk play on the PI that got called on Quinyon Mitchell. That can we both agree was a bad call?
That was a bad call. Yeah.
Bad call. They had the deep ball to Shavers that he catches it over like three guys. Like, you know, the Bills' passing offense wasn't like explosive. They were just chucking the ball down the field and they made like three ridiculous catches.
Well,
But
there was
then
one
again,
on DeJean that was wide open
the
at the beginning of the game. I believe
like
it was the second quarter, but
the play
even in the
action.
second half, they threw the ball better than the Eagles did.
Yeah, well,
Which is why I can't
anybody in the NFL threw the ball better than the Eagles did in the second half. They didn't throw for any yards.
exactly.
But what Jalen Hurts didn't do is he didn't take any sacks yesterday. He took no sacks, and
No, but he has no pocket presence
he
whatsoever.
he took no sacks. But a
It
guy like
doesn't
Josh
matter.
Allen, who everybody
You're not going to take any sacks if automatically you run out of the pocket as soon as pressure comes. Obviously, you're not going to take any
I
sacks,
don't think I didn't think that was
which
the
is
case
fine
because in
with
the
me,
first
which is
half in
fine. But
but for a guy as dynamic as him, and you look at the opposite side of the coin with Josh Allen, everybody says he's so dynamic in the pocket. Well, yesterday in the pocket, when he was trying to move around, the Eagles didn't let him get out.
he had some
Jalen Hurts
dumb.
was getting outside.
He had some pretty dumb decisions too.
Jalen Hurts was getting outside of the pocket, throwing the ball away, putting the ball into Braden Mann's hands, letting the Eagles flip the field, and then the defense was coming out and making stops. And this is
That's
a
not
topic
going
that I
to.
know that we'll agree on and we can get into. Tom Brady basically
He's
sucks at his
so
job.
annoying.
He's awful. I mean, the
Yeah.
dialogue about the gloves every 3 minutes was terrible.
The leather
But
gloves, the leather gloves. You see the
yeah,
leather
just
gloves.
uh, nobody's.
Fucking annoying.
He's like better than the plastic gloves. Uh, but Brady said something on the broadcast yesterday that made absolutely no sense to me. He was like, you can have success against the Eagles between the 20s, but it's once you get inside the 20s that you can't have any success, which made absolutely no sense to me. Because I think the Bills got into the red zone twice yesterday, and that
Uh,
was it.
yeah, it was at the end of the game, and
The
I think
possession right, the
the
possession
possession before that
before
when they take,
scored.
yeah.
Like Eagles defense was great.
I thought no, I'm not discrediting what the defense did. I'm just saying, look, and I believe we can win the Super Bowl this year. It's going to be hard. It's going to be really challenging, especially when you go 0 for 7 with 17 yards of total offense in the second half, not fourth quarter, the second half. I don't know. I just think I like when Jalen runs. I have no problem with that. Um, but I think he gives us a better chance if he just stays in the pocket for a little longer, just a little bit more time. I feel like all yesterday, all we saw was like, all right, shotgun snap, fucking take the snap, try to find a receiver. But no, he all he did yesterday was take the snap, roll out, take the snap, roll out, take the snap, roll out. He's got like no feel in the pocket. And
But
maybe that's an offensive line problem. Like again, I'm not just blaming Jalen, but I feel more comfortable going into the playoffs. I would feel more comfortable, I should say, with a quarterback in the playoffs who stays in the pocket and is not just looking to throw on the run because that's a lot harder. That's
but
way
then
harder to do.
but then are you comfortable? Are you comfortable with him taking more sacks? Because that's what the result is going to be. And you're saying
No, no,
you're
but
saying no, you're saying he's like um he's like Shador Sanders does this a lot. Caleb Williams does this a lot. Cam Ward does this a lot. You're saying that he's getting the ball and he's basically exiting the pocket right away. He looks
that's
down the
really
field.
that's what it
No,
seems like.
that's what it seems like. But he listen. Maybe he doesn't move off of his first and second read while standing in the pocket very often. He doesn't go through his full progressions before he decides to leave the pocket. That I can agree with. But I can't agree with you saying he gets the snap, he runs out, and then he throws it away. It's not. That's not what it is. And when they went to the wide shot a couple times to show the full field, nobody is getting open. And we know that Patullo in straight drop passing schemes sometimes does not put good route combinations out on the field.
I don't know. There were a few okay, but This resulted in a touchdown. The AJ Brown deep ball down the field, where you had
The
Devontae
deep
Smith going.
over.
Yeah, where you had Devontae Smith going across the middle too. Devontae Smith is wide open, going
AJ
across the
Brown
middle of
was
the field.
too.
No, AJ Brown had two corners on, two D backs on him, not completely pressurized, but Devontae
He
Smith
was.
is across the middle of the field, but
You're talking
nobody
about the
there.
completion?
Yeah, I'm listening. I thought it was a good ball, but
He threw
Devontae.
it to AJ Brown wide open. There was
No, AJ
nobody
Brown was not one.
there.
No, 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 no,
Uh,
no, 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 no. He was not wide open. He was not wide open. It was a good catch by AJ Brown. It was a good ball, but Devontae Smith is wide open across the middle of the field, wide open.
Hold on. Keep talking.
I'm looking at the clip too.
Sorry for the pause. I wish I could put music on, but try not to look at the full game. I was just going to Twitter.
I'm just going on the highlights on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I'm on now. But I didn't want to. Of course, I get an ad with Puka Nakua in it. Puka's going under 5 points tonight.
Dude, I felt bad for you.
I just should have started Okonkwo.
It wasn't the AJ Brown touchdown. It
Shy.
was the
This
second and 6 in the third minute.
this is wide open.
That's bad coverage by defense, but still, that's still two guys on him.
You
Devontae
throw
Smith,
it though.
go
He's
back to the
wide
clip.
open.
Go back to the clip. Go back to the clip. Devontae Smith is wide open too. That Devontae Smith catches
No,
the ball, it's a
Devontae Smith
touchdown.
is not wide
Yes,
open.
he is. Yes, he is.
Look,
Yes, he
I
is.
will play the clip back. Look at the bottom of the screen. Look at the bottom of the screen where I had just
This
had
doesn't
freeze
do it
frame.
justice. This doesn't do it justice.
You're crazy.
This does not
You-
do it justice.
you s-
I didn't say it was I didn't say it was
Look
a
at
bad
Devontae
throw.
Smith. Look at Devontae Smith right at the bottom of the screen. There is a
Devontae,
quarterback
he's turned
in
around.
phase.
He's
There's
turned
a-
around. No, no.
You're throwing that ball to Devontae Smith?
Fuck yeah, I am.
That's why you punted.
No,
Because you
no,
don't know how you
no,
can't process
no,
that. Let me
no,
This
no.
is wide open. You throw this
I
ball
just
as an
told
NFL
you it's a good
quarterback
ball.
10 times
I
out of
just said
10.
it's a good ball. I just said it's a good ball. We go in the all 22 film. I guarantee you Devontae Smith is wide fucking open across the middle of the field. Wide open. I'm not discrediting Jalen. I'm not saying he fucking stunk it up in the first half because that's not true. He played great in the first half. But I'm allowed to fucking say who's open on the field and who's not. Devontae Smith is wide open.
No, you're not. No, you're not allowed to say who's open. You want to know why? Because I just pulled up the fucking
I
picture,
just fucking
and he's
showed
not
you.
wide open.
Yeah,
Like, you didn't
because he's
show me
turned around.
shit.
That's after the ball is thrown. That is
You can
after the
actually
ball is
see
thrown.
right here. AJ Brown.
That's
is-
after the ball is thrown. Devontae Smith clearly sees the ball is out of Jalen Hurts' hands.
I will find the all 22 clip on. You keep talking. I will find the all 22 clip on Twitter.
Listen, aside from all this, the offense played bad in the second half. I think we can win the Super Bowl. I think our defense is that good. And I don't think the Rams are as good as we think they are. I don't think Seattle's as good as we think they are. I think our defense matches up fine with the Niners because that's probably who we're going to play. But, dude, like, I don't know. Offensively speaking, I don't feel comfortable with Jalen Hurts taking snaps out of shotgun and immediately rolling out of the pocket. I don't think that's crazy to say that. I don't think it's crazy.
This is the all 22. You're not going to be able
Can't
to see it well. Hold on. Let me turn the ring light off real quick. That doesn't do anything.
I can't see still.
Basically on the all 22, he could have thrown the ball to Devontae Smith. You're basically going to net lose about 10 more yards if you decide to rip the ball to Devontae Smith.
I don't think so.
Devontae, like, you're going to lose. You're going to get a completion, but you're going to have 10 less yards. AJ Brown is wide open. The safety help is late, and the cornerback is basically the hash mark difference between the both of them. I just don't see how you can complain about like
what? I'm looking at it right now.
Out of all the things to complain about, you picked
I'm
that.
not complaining. I just said I'm not complaining. I just said it was a good throw and a good catch by. I'm not
But you're
complaining.
saying
All I'm
you're
saying
saying
is
it's a bad decision.
I pointed it out and said Devontae Smith was wide open and it could have resulted in a touchdown. We ended up scoring. Like I don't think it fucking mattered, but still, that's all I pointed out. That's all I
Like pick
pointed
an
out.
like pick any play. Like the first throw Jalen Hurts had in the second half. The first throw Jalen Hurts had in the second half, he threw a slant to AJ Brown that was not open at all, and probably should have gotten picked. It got batted down, uh, and there was a linebacker lurking right over uh, the middle. Like pick that, but like I'm not the deep over to AJ Brown was first of all was the best design play that they had all day. But like, it's like the last play I would complain about. Find anything to complain about.
It's not complaining. I'm just pointing out that he had Devontae Smith wide open across the middle of the field. Me complaining would be, oh, this fucking guy can't throw, blah, 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 blah. I'm not complaining about how he fucking played. I'm complaining about the offense entirely. The run game stalled. The offensive line was shit. The receivers were shit.
The
Like,
offensive line was good in pass pro.
but they had nothing to show for it in the second half. It absolutely means nothing. And if they're going to play like this, it's not going to be good enough to win the Super Bowl. I think they can get it together. I think, me personally, I believe we should be the favorite to win. I mean, we just beat the second best team in the AFC. I know it
Yeah, I
doesn't
don't.
say a
I think
lot.
I think the winner. I think the NFC is definitely going to win the Super Bowl this year. Just
Probably. It doesn't say a lot, but
well, I think if Houston gets there, Houston can give. I think Houston's the
nah, I
best
don't
team in
think
the
CJ
AFC.
Stroud is good enough.
That
I think that
defense.
defense is unreal, but
Yeah. CJ Stroud's he's playing a little bit better though. He's hitting deep shots, which is what he did uh his rookie year. So
yeah.
I
But I don't know. Uh if the defense is great. We both know that. We can agree. It's not good enough to win you a Super Bowl. It's just not. I don't think you could have a good enough defense to win you a Super Bowl without a functioning offense. And maybe they'll turn around. I believe they will. Um, I think they need to rest against Washington. I think they need to get it together, try to figure some shit out because
well,
obviously
they're going to
whenever
be fully healthy outside of Andrew Makuba going into the first round of the playoffs. But I
yeah,
mean, Marcus Epps has been perfectly
fine.
serviceable.
Yeah, he's been
So
fine. He's been fine.
uh
Aside from the one deep ball last night.
yeah.
But
And he got
again,
picked
like
by on the
that's just an
red zone
unreal
against
catch.
the post.
Like
Yeah.
so
I I mean the way that I just look at the NFC, and it's hard to say because the Bears and the Niners played a great game last night. Uh I just don't I think the three teams in the NFC West are good. I think that I think that the Rams are the best of the three. Did I say the Rams are the team that don't have a glaring flaw? And to me, and you have said you disagree, but the glaring flaw for the Seattle Seahawks, until I'm proven otherwise, is that Sam Darnold's one playoff performance is horrible. It's
yeah,
horrible.
yeah.
And the 49ers defense is horrible. Like, it's terrible. And their offense is good. Like their offense put up, 42 points last night on a good defense without George Kittle. So, I know that unit's good. And then I look at the Rams and their offense is good, their defense is good. Uh, but, if Devontae Adams is banged up,
Yeah.
that hurts them. Uh, and I think the Eagles just kind of have had their number over the years.
I don't know. I just don't think any. I think our defense matches up just fine against any offense
Yeah.
we go up against, but offensively speaking for this team, I just don't think we're not seeing a good enough product on the field. So who knows?
I don't
And like you said, the Niners defense is awful. Rams defense is all right. It's nothing crazy,
Yeah,
but
they have some weak points in the secondary.
I think if no matter who you play, you're gonna end up being home. You have the upper hand.
Hmm.
So that's a huge part of it.
Yeah,
So the
and it would
offense,
be
you could get away with a game offensively where you play like shit.
and listen,
But
it would be a huge advantage if you're the Eagles. You could end up if they get the 2 seed. Say the Bears lose next week, the Eagles win. Eagles end up in the 2 seed. They would play Green Bay in the first round, which is by far the best matchup that you can have.
yeah,
Play Green Bay in the first round, and then if Chicago wins, you're looking at playing 2 NFC North teams before you have to see any of the teams in the NFC West. So that's still in play.
yeah.
But I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Next week there is a. This is as good of a week 18 as week 18, week 17. Whatever. It's.
This
I
is the
can't remember the
best.
time.
This is the best last like 2, 3 weeks of
Yeah.
the NFL that I can remember.
I mean, I think there's a total of the 2 games on Saturday are both clinchers, like the winner clinches, and then the game Sunday night is a winner clinch. That's 3. Plus, you have the 425 games. The Eagles have got a might still have to play. The Bears Lions Bears have to play. Um, so the Jaguars in the AFC are still playing for the 1 seed. There's a bunch of teams in the
Yeah.
AFC still playing for the 1 seed. Like it's an interesting. It's been a good season. It's been a good NFL season, and it's good
Yeah.
to see like new teams, getting in. Like I'm really
Oh,
pulling for the Panthers. I'm
I like
tired.
the I like the Panthers. I like the Jaguars. You know,
Yeah,
like I don't.
I'm
I'm not a
tired.
huge Trevor Lawrence fan, but like the fan base feel kind of
I'm
bad
tired of
for it.
seeing the Buccaneers sneak into the playoffs every year.
Yeah, and I
So
don't. I'm not a Baker fan at all. I just don't like Baker.
yeah, he's been bad this
I don't
year.
think he's very good. I think people overrate him. But
Yeah,
I don't know. It's good to see, like you said, new teams come and play. I'm
yeah.
happy to see Detroit's not in it. That's
And
another
I've been
team.
calling that for weeks.
Yeah,
Like,
I
our
don't
good
like Dan Campbell. I just think he's just a weird guy.
NFC North and 50 states extravaganza, Donnie DiDonato, was claiming that the Lions were definitely going to get in. There was no way that they weren't going to make it. And I said, I'm like, they're not going to get in. And then look what happened.
Yeah,
So it's just how it plays out sometimes. And
I can't help but feel though, like the last 4 weeks of watching the Eagles play. Actually, no, I should say since Chicago, like it just hasn't felt like an Eagles yet. Like I don't know, like when we played on Saturday, that just didn't feel like we like. I kind of forgot we were playing.
yeah, well, the way that I viewed that Washington game was like they were down at halftime. I'm like, okay, well, we're not going to lose. I was
Yeah,
like, they're not going to lose.
but it
So
didn't
I'm
have
not,
that feeling of watching the Eagles game, at least
yeah.
to me,
A little,
because
a little bit. I see what you're saying. I mean, you kind of get out of it. Like
like you know
they
you're gonna win,
they
and you're
they
just kind of like this is a waste of time.
they lost to the Bears, and it was they lost to the Bears at home, and it was bad. I thought it was like when would you say out of all of our friends, like Jackson's probably honestly the most negative Eagles fan.
I don't know, like it. I think it depends. What
I would
like
say me and Jack are the most optimistic.
Jack's not optimistic. I was talking to them yesterday. They don't think they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
All right, well, there's a
They said
difference
they don't
between
have a chance.
but when remember when they were on the 3 game losing streak and Jack and I were like they're going to be fine.
I don't. I mean, that was probably said. I can't remember.
We were like they're going to be fine. The Bears game, like all the games that they lost, and I was thinking about this earlier. Yesterday, the Washington game and the Raiders game. Common theme, they didn't turn the ball over. The 3 games that they played against Chicago, LA, and Dallas, they turned the ball over a ton.
No.
Like the recipe for this team is just not turn the ball over. They have and I'll let you go back to your punter heydays. They have a true weapon in Braden Mann. Like if I never want them to go 3 and out, but if you can get a first down or 2 and then punt the ball away, I'm not saying that's acceptable, but it's not like the end of the world. As long as they just aren't turning it over and giving teams a short field,
No,
that's
but you're tiring out that your defense is the problem.
no, but I don't think, but there hasn't been proof that the defense wears
They
because
started to
yes,
wear in the second half.
basically they started to wear down at like the 8 minute mark.
Yeah, it's still a lot of
Uh,
time on the clock. Like
I
that's the
guess,
problem.
but I mean the
You
Eagles.
you said it. It's not acceptable to go, you know, three and out, two drives are done, like stuff like that. But the goal is never to punt.
No,
It's never to
but
punt.
for
But that
for
you
this
can't win. You can't win games that way. You're not going to win playoff games that way. It's not going to happen.
No, but I think this defense also, there have been teams that have won Super Bowls with mediocre quarterback play, mediocre offensive play, and won behind great defenses. I mean, both of the Giants Super Bowls, the Ravens Super Bowl that they won, I think it was with Trent Dilfer, right?
Yeah, in 2000.
Like they won behind, great defense and mediocre quarterback play. Like
But I don't
it's
think
not
it's that type
impossible.
of it's not I don't think it's that type of league anymore.
I,
You
but
know?
even last year in the playoffs last year, like our defense was great. Uh, they exclude the Washington game because Washington wasn't good enough to be there, and they blew them out.
Yeah.
But the Packers game, the offense did not play well, and the defense stepped up. The Rams game, Saquon went nuclear, but the offense did not play well. And then in the Super Bowl, everything went right, literally everything.
Yeah.
But they've had to win playoff games before. They've done it. They've won playoff games before, on the back of their defense. And like I said, if the Eagles end up in an NFC Championship scenario, they are going to be the most comfortable team on the field because they have a lot of guys that have been in that situation multiple times and they've dominated. They're going to be the most comfortable team on the field.
Yeah, but you know the saying lightning never strikes twice in the same place. Like I don't think the defense I don't think they can repeat what they did last year.
I think the defense is that good. I think they can.
I don't know. I don't know. I think they're good, but I think when the offense is going three and out consistently in the second half in the fourth quarter, the most important part of a football game, it wears down your defense.
Yeah.
And when it comes to the playoffs, when you play a team like the Rams, when you play a team like the Niners, it's not easy. It makes it a lot harder. So I don't know. I mean, I believe that we should be the favorite to win the Super Bowl. I think when you look at the roster on paper, like this team is disgusting. You would think there's no chance we lose. But the way the team has played in the second half of most games has just been it's not good enough. The play calling is not good enough.
Yeah.
There are some and Brady Man's been great. This is not his fault. But how many punts yesterday should have been blocked?
Yeah,
Like
they had a
two or
smoke them.
three.
Like, yeah.
Two or three should have been blocked. So again, that's another mistake. You also I'm not personally worried about him, but you got to worry about Elliott. I know he was good yesterday in the rain, but that's another factor. You're thinking about, oh, is Jake Elliott going to make his kicks in the playoffs? Which I think he will. I'm not worried about that one bit. You said it last podcast episode. I think he's missed one or two extra points in the entirety of the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's another thing the fan base is worried about is the special team's going to come through and play really well, which I think they will. I think that's the best part of our games is our punt unit.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
The NFC is going to be very interesting, and it's not like we mentioned, like nothing is set in stone yet because week 18, so it's just hard to project. For me,
Yeah.
I like it's hard to project. I picked the Eagles to win every game, so of course I'm going to say the Eagles are going to win the Super Bowl because whoever they match up with in the playoffs, I'm going to say that they're going to win. But I just don't you can't project because you have no idea who you're going to play yet.
Yeah.
But to be honest, usually we prepare for the show, but this
I mean,
week we
this took us all the way up to like 40 minutes, I think.
could not figure out, but we're not done yet because we're going to talk about our group has brought back the WII. We've
Yeah, the
brought
Wii
back
is
the WII.
great.
So just like a quick history. So you had a WII as a kid.
I had a Wii, yeah.
Yeah. So that was the first console. Well, no, it's a console. It's the first console that I had. Like I used to play. I think I started out with Wii Sports, Then I went to the Lego Star Wars game. Did you play that? So I went to Lego Star Wars. I beat that game, obviously with help. Like I was a young bull. Um, I'm trying to think though. Like I feel like I didn't play that many games, and then I got my first Xbox when I was like 9.
Yeah, I got mine around like second grade.
Yeah, so I kind of was off the Wii for a while. Then when I started going to sleepaway camp, I was playing on the DS. The DS was a big hit, so I was playing like Mario Kart on there, like just whatever games I had. I think I had an MLB game on there.
You play NHL?
No, I never played that on the DS. But and then when we got, so I stopped playing DS after I was like a junior at camp. Like when I was young, I brought it, and then we stopped bringing it. Then when we got to our last summer as campers, we brought the DSs again, and we played Mario Kart, like the original Mario Kart.
Yeah.
We would do like red cart versus blue cart, and we would play all the time. And you could only play like 2 tracks. Like you could play like Luigi Mansion and one other one. It was like only loaded in because not everybody had the original Mario Kart, so you had to do like the Connect play
Yeah.
through the thing. But now, like, I haven't been over to Avi's in a while. But what have you guys been playing?
Just like Mario Kart. And then like there's this WWE game we have. So we'll play that when we're hammered.
Who's the
We played it
best?
yesterday. I'm pretty good at the WWE game. Jackson's really good at it though. Jackson's probably the best at Mario Kart. But,
Jackson's saying it. We golf.
yeah, he's not very good at Mario Kart though.
Jack isn't.
No,
Mario
Avi
Kart's hard,
sucks.
man. You
I'm
got to
not
be
very
able to.
good. I'm not very good. So
Mario Kart is tough. It's like you gotta be able to drift like all the time because you need the speed boost.
well,
Because once you
it depends on the track too. Like there's some tracks that are just a complete circle. There's others that it's like sharp turns left and right.
yeah, Rainbow Road's always tough
Yeah, that one fucking blows.
because there's no walls. And then I mean we just got Smash Bros, right? Somebody bought
Yeah,
it.
It's supposed to come this week or something like that.
What was the game they bought? What was the game they got scammed on?
Gal, Mario, maybe it was Party.
I've never played that game.
Mario
I never
Galaxy.
played
I
Mario
don't know.
Galaxy, Mario Party. I played I used to play obviously the Super Mario Bros, just like the base game where
Yeah,
you have to
I'm horrible at that game too.
do they have that? Is that over at
Yeah.
Avi's? That game's fun. I mean, the levels are fun. Yeah, we just
Yeah.
had to put a quick side conversation in here so it wasn't just all Eagles. But that's episode 6. A lot of Eagles talk. The Sixers have been terrible.
Yeah,
I don't
they're horrible.
I'm so like unmotivated to discuss the Sixers that we weren't going to make that into a topic today. But they got beat bad yesterday. They took a bad loss to the Nets. They just couldn't. They can't
They
beat the
just have a
Bulls.
dumb head coach.
Yeah, they have a bad coach. Their guard play hasn't been great recently. It's getting tougher on Maxey to carry the load every night. He had a great first half last night and then a struggle in the second half. So,
They're just a bad team.
yeah, they got to get this right because the
But the
five
Flyers,
game
oh, the
road trip.
Flyers got fucking murked.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Flyers took a bad loss.
5 game road trip couldn't have come, I think, at a worse time for the Sixers coming off a bad home loss. So, yeah, we'll see. Hopefully by next week's episode, that'll come out probably Monday.
Did you watch like any of the game yesterday or no?
Yeah, I watched the first half of the Sixers.
Yeah.
I watched not the first half, the first quarter.
Okay. Because I mean, they were what? It was 64-62 at half.
Yeah, they were only
So
down
I
two.
thought they had a chance, but I didn't watch it. I didn't watch a minute of that game.
Yeah, the Thunder are just good, man. They have a lot of shot makers. It's tough.
I forget who I was talking to, but I think even if you take SGA off that team, or if he's out for the season, they still win the championship.
No,
I think so.
they need like every team needs an alpha. I don't think they have an alpha after like J Dub's good.
Yeah, but I think
I think
their
Chet's
team is good. Is like good enough, you
no,
know?
not to win a championship. I don't even think they're good enough to win a series.
Nah,
They
they
need
would.
that alpha. No, you need an alpha. Like I don't think J Dub can be the alpha. I don't think Chet can be the alpha. I think that like they have like if you took SGA if SGA got hurt and he's not out there, they would be one of those scrappy teams like the Pelicans used to be for the Suns, and it would be a maybe they steal 2 games in a first round series, but they're still losing.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough, but they're good. I mean, they've got a lot of shot makers. AJ Mitchell plays well for them.
The West is just so good.
Yeah, there's a lot of Houston's good. Denver's good.
San
Uh,
Antonio.
San Antonio. I don't think the Lakers are for real, but
No. Did you see the shit with the DeAndre Ayton?
no, he's always bitching though.
Someone called him like a poop face in the comments.
Oh,
It's hilarious.
did he like respond?
No, no, because it was like after the JJ Redick thing. You see what JJ Redick said?
No, I mean JJ Redick.
He's like, it's gonna be different. I'm not dealing with this for 53 more games or whatever the fuck it was. And then someone asked DeAndre Ayton about it. He's like, y'all really believe that shit? I'm like, everyone's just like in the comments, like, shut the fuck up, DeAndre Ayton, you fucking pussy.
uh,
I
yeah,
thought he was gonna be a star.
no. I thought Markkinen was going to be good, and it took a little longer, but I mean he's good now.
I want the Sixers to trade for him.
Yeah, it's not happening. I don't
It's
think
not
it's
gonna
happening
happen.
now
You
because
think
they're killing it.
McCain's gone?
Yeah, I think that's the only guy that they can that really move off of at the deadline. And I mean they gotta. Like I just don't see the development for him
He'll
becoming
succeed somewhere else.
I just don't see the development for him becoming anything much better than what he is right now. Like I mean, he'll work on his game, but like he's not shooting well enough off the catch this year. Uh I wish he was shooting better off the catch because they need it.
Yeah.
He's struggling at times putting the ball on the floor and creating space in the mid range. He's trying to. He gets a lot of these inside hand finishes, left and right, and he really doesn't make them. It's frustrating as somebody watching. But yeah, I think if they make a move at the deadline, it's going to involve McCain. Maybe they backstock a pick and try and get a vet guard.
Yeah.
But
This team is fucked.
yeah, they could be. That's definitely possible, unfortunately. And started off well, and they were playing well. They pick up the big win in New York, and then it's how quickly it turns in the NBA. But
It could just be a dry spell, but who knows?
yeah, they're gonna have to get on a run at some point. They need Oubre back. They need Watford back. Oubre is apparently really close. Watford is a little further away, but get those guys back and see what you have. But
Yeah. Good
their guard
episode,
play
though.
just
Not
needs to.
bad.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we squeezed this one out. We talked a lot about the Eagles, which was necessary. Next week will be a larger conversation because we'll know who we're playing in the first round. So that'll be our kind of playoff preview. Plus, we'll have the our brackets will update again for our CFP predictions. I'm
Yeah.
4 for
This
4
that's
right now.
this is another problem I have. The college football playoff takes so long. It
Yeah,
takes so fucking long.
yeah. Well, they want to keep the New Year's Day element to it.
Yeah. So then I guess just extend the season one more
Well,
game.
after they do the New Year's Day thing, after they do the New Year's Day, then it just goes to the next week and then the next week. So
Yeah.
that's good. But yeah, I agree. It takes too long between games, and to be honest, nobody cares about these bowl games. Like
No.
the
A
other day,
pop tart bowl.
my sister went to the Pitt ECU game, and my parents were watching the Pitt ECU game, and I'm like, I'm not watching this.
Well,
I
didn't
just don't
ECU
care.
win?
Yeah, ECU did win. It was a shitty game, horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, feel bad that Morgan attended. She may have had a good time, but I mean, I went to the Military Bowl once. Temple played North Carolina, got absolutely smacked.
I mean, how long ago was that though?
Sam Howell was the starting quarterback for North Carolina. So 2019.
Yeah, I guess bowl games at that point didn't matter either.
It was like 55-15. It was bad.
Yeah. Where was the military bowl?
It's at Navy.
Uh,
Nice stadium. Good view.
they have a nice campus. I've been there.
Shitty sweets though. The sweet was super small. I don't even think there was food in there.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Probably freezing too.
yeah, it was cold. But this is episode 6 of Backyard Brawl. We're gonna get Louis on the cam. Back to back weeks for Louis.
Back to back, yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
he's
move
probably
your
gonna be a
hand.
familiar.
Move your hand.
Motherfucker. Oh, sorry.
Good boy. Move your hand.
It's probably gonna be a familiar face.
Yeah. I'll have to get Lou and Rosie up here one time. Lou's a little hard to drag up here, but Rosie will be on at some point. She'll open the door. But episode 6, next week will be on episode 7. So we'll go to 6 to 7. Um, and yeah, thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe. We need subscribers bad. At
Yeah.
We're at 22 right now. The count went up, so let's keep growing.
We
Fast
want
growing
we want to get
podcasting.
sponsorships. So if you
Yeah.
have like an island or something, we could sponsor that. You have a daycare in Minneapolis, we could do that too. It's
Okay,
not a
let's
big
get it cut
deal.
out. Fastest growing podcast on YouTube. Catch y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.